everyone. Welcome to Real Talk Thursday. I am your host, Dawn Aaron. This is my channel, Dawn Aaron Loving Hands Creations. Beside me, you see my troublemaker, my co-host, Sharon Loves Purple. And then you guys all see, who do we have? Our beautiful Kendall in the house with us. So you guys, I want to go ahead and say thank you to all of you that are here and those that are returning. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Sharon. So you guys, if you are returning, thank you so much for being with me through all the journeys and all my craziness and everything else. And please, you guys, do not forget to smash those love thumbs, because those love thumbs definitely help us all as content creators and help push the algorithm out to get us more exposure. So you guys know that, like, a lot of times my Real Talk Thursdays is real talk. It's about real life things every day. And I want to talk about protecting your space. And when I talk about protecting your space is the fact of, oh, we just lost my Kendall. Kendall, where are you? But before we get started in that, while I'm waiting on our beautiful Kendall, she might have to drop out, drop back in. She probably got a call. Oh, nope,
I
she's
can't
there.
hear you again. I have to go out again. I'm
All right,
sorry.
sweetheart. No, that's all right. Go ahead. And I hope you all can hear me, because I'm always worried that it's usually on my end, and I don't want that. So let me go ahead and say hi to everybody that is here right now. Beautiful Zoila, the mod extraordinaire, who is everywhere. I don't know how she does it, but I wish I could. Hold on a second, guys. Let me bring our Kendall back up. Hello, beautiful sunshine.
Hello,
Oh,
I can hear you now.
yeah. And we got Tina. Thank you for being here, Tina. And Alan, thank you for being here. And Barb Jave, hello. And who else do I? Oh, stop scrolling that way. And hello, Linda. Your package should be going out tomorrow, because I've got a few packages that are going out. And we got Shaka. Hello, Lady Red. How are you? Oh, good morning, Sam. My beautiful trouble from Australia is in the house. Hello, sweetness. Lenny, how are you, beautiful? I know I've been an absent MIA friend lately. I've been absent with a lot of people, and I feel so guilty. And let me see. And Mimi, hello, Mimi. How are you, sweetheart? And I know you're probably on your way to go and get the baby. And be safe, please. Be safe on those roads. And then we've got, let me scroll quickly. I am scrolling. Oh, Tracy, girlfriend, where have you been, Tracy Crochets? I've been missing that face of yours. Girl, we need to get caught up. Veronica, hello. How are you, sweetheart? I love our conversation the other night with you and Mom and fam. It was nice. It was really nice. And thank you so much for the beautiful happy mail. And do I see my beautiful Ala Joe? Audra, hello. How are you, beautiful sunshine? You are a ray of light. It is good to see you. And then we also got, I just lost it. Angie. Hi, my Angie. How are you, beautiful? Girl, time to retire. Come and hang out with the crochet crew. Let's have some fun and craft. And then we got look at all those beautiful hearts. I see the beautiful hearts in the house. And we got Chloe, hello, and Arrow Lover. Oh my gosh, I hope I did not miss everybody. And if I do, please forgive me. Hey, Trevor, sweetheart, thank you for being here. And I got her back again. Boy, I don't know what's going on.
I'm
Girl,
not
are you
touching.
kicking
I'm
yourself
not.
out of my life?
Yes, I'm not going to touch another button. I
Stop
promise.
touching the buttons. Hands away, hands
Hands
away.
on head. Hands on head. On them, as they used to
Sorry,
tell us in school.
So you
sorry,
guys,
everybody.
don't be. So you guys probably seen my thumbnail where I have put up about optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope. And that's the one thing, you guys, like I said, I want to talk about real life stuff. And the one thing is that it is true. You've got to have faith. You got to have hope. And one of those things is, when I tell you guys, protecting your space means all different types of things, emotionally, mentally, physically, just protecting your whole environment. And a lot of times, a lot of us in the world, around the world, even on the YouTube streets, the crazy thing is that a lot of us that has started our channel actually just came here on YouTube, not thinking, not even realizing, or even having a plan that we were going to start a YouTube channel. I know I didn't. I come here because I was getting back into crafting again. Like I told you guys there, I think it was last week. It might have been last week, you guys, where I said that I had no choice. I had to make that decision to retire at a young age. And being 33 in my prime with my career, I felt like everything was over. Everything was over, and it was hard. So now that you have to turn around, hello, Vivian and Michelle, hello, and my sassy lady, Sandra, hello, and Crystal, hello, and Vivian. Thank you all for being here. So you guys, you know, when I had to go through that period of time in my life, it took me a while. I mean, if you want to talk about just a state of depression, you feel like it was just abruptly, you had no choice. Unlike when you do have a choice to retire, you kind of just accept it and say, yeah, man, I've done my time, I've done all of this. And then when you have no choice at a young age and kind of your body is telling you, sorry, the joke is on you, pretty much is how you feel. And then all of a sudden you have to make a choice. Do I keep going and pushing till I could no longer push and probably further hurt myself, hurt somebody I work with, or hurt the people and the loved ones around me because I pushed my body to the point that I'm not able to be here anymore? So when we all decided to find a craft, I know for me, I love to craft. I've always done art. Art has been my passion. I love to draw. I love to paint. I just love to sculpt. Anything craft, get my hands on it and getting dirty is what I wanted to do. So I've done a lot of that. And like my husband said, seeing that I went through that whole depression, you guys, of not knowing who I was, because I felt like, wow, you had to retire at 35. Wow. A lot of shame about it. Yeah, and that's the thing, you guys. Oh, Sandra, please get better, sweetheart. Hello, Antoinette. Thank you for being here, beautiful lady. You guys, when you get forced that hand, you have no choice because it's not what you want. You're not mentally prepared. But your body is saying, look, I'm sorry, but this is the hand you were dealt. And it's now how we handle those decisions of abrupt changes in our life. We can take those changes and continue down a path of where we are self-destructing, self-hurting our own selves. Oh, hello, Delia. I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for being here. It was one of those things where now it's what we do. Yes, we're all feeling like we lost our identity, losing who we are as an individual, because all we knew is what we were doing the last 20 years or however long you've been in that career for. I've been welding since I was 12. That's my passion. That is my love. That is just everything, like blacksmith work, welding, you know, working on cars, doing all of that. And then being dealt the hand I was dealt, I was angry. And it's all right to be angry, you guys. It is so all right to be angry. But after that anger has gone, it's now how we take that journey. And my journey was crafting. It saved me. And a lot of us who has channels, we didn't think we were going to be doing this and talking to all of you out there. We just needed something to help idle our mind, idle our hands, help us come to a calm. Because I can tell you right now, I was spinning. I had a lot going through my mind, a lot. But sitting and spinning fiber was helping me the other day. And I got 16-ounce bombs done in 2 days. And you know what? The one thing that I found is that when I started crafting, I was slowly finding myself again. But that's the thing. Do we continue? And a sweet friend or crafter made me a memorial piece for, oh, you did? Oh, I'm so happy, sweetheart. I got to figure out how to do it from my phone because I'm not on my laptop. And I knew I should have done the laptop today, you guys. It's all right, Denise, sweetheart. You can be late. I found
Hi,
that.
Denise.
Hey, Denise, you're late, girl.
Yeah. I found that crafting for me had helped me. It's a therapeutic. It's very therapeutic because a lot of times when we're angry, people tell us, get out there and punch that punching bag or, do something like that. But in actuality, when we're out there punching and beating the crap out of a punching bag, which I've done, because I've got a 100-pound professional punching bag down in my garage, I found that, yeah, at the time being, it was a momentary, gratification. But then I felt that anger start up again. And it wasn't giving me that long-term gratification. Injured my knee. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. And when I realized that short term, you felt that, oh yes, on top of the world, I feel good. Moments later, that anger started building again. So I had to find something more constructive. Yelling out into the open air felt great because you need that release of just that momentary scream out and get all of that energy just dispersing out of you feels great. But now, you guys, it's what you do after that. And I found that once I got into crafting, crocheting again, and being able to use this and working with this, I found that has helped me. Okay, well, it helps me momentarily until I got down other rabbit holes. Let me clarify, okay? I'll be real with you guys.
Yeah.
But the fact that once I started getting into crocheting, when I say that watching Bego Day, who had amazing pattern out because I wanted to make something. My first project was a cardigan for my mom. I wanted to make things for family, showing that I am getting better. But
She sent it to me.
oh, she did. Thank you. But in getting better, I'm making pieces showing how much I love the people around me. And when I was able to find certain patterns, like when I picked up and I started going through YouTube, yeah, my first thing was Crystal Bego Day. I made one of her cardigans. I made it for my mom. And I made one for my dad. And then I made one for a few other people in the family. Sorry, sweetheart. And it helped. And what that does is release those endorphins, all of that. Just instead of you getting more amped up by punching a bag, it's actually starting to calm you. You're starting to be at an all-time calm. You're able to play through scenarios where you weren't able to focus on and be thinking logically and rationally. When you're hitting that bag, all you're thinking about is, I want to just keep punching and punching and punching. Well, the crazy thing about it is, one, you start to hurt after. Two, you get amped back up again. But with crafting, when you're crocheting, when you're knitting, when you're spinning, when you're dyeing fiber or painting, or any of that, you start coming at an all-time peace. Katrina, hello,
Hey,
sweetheart.
Katrina and Zach.
I am getting here. Oh, you're getting dinner. That's all right, sweetie. Just go ahead and listen. Hello, Zach. Thank you, Trevor. My thumb. Make sure you guys give me those thumbs. I got to fix everything. Hello, DC. So you guys, with a lot of that, we got to really realize, is getting out there pounding the living snot out of something going to really make you feel better? Or is the fact that when you sit there and you're focused, because I'm going to tell you this, when I was welding, you guys, I found that I could be so angry at so much. And when I finally got there and I flipped my hood down and I started burning the rod, I'm going to tell you right now, everything. My breathing calmed down. I felt everything just go relax. I started not hearing things around me. I started having a clearer mind. I was feeling calmer. And for me, welding was my release, not just for doing my blacksmith work and doing all of that, but, something about it had calmed me. And it had me really just, everything around me didn't exist. It was just me, the metal, and me sitting there burning some rod into some pipe or into, doing any of those other type of structural welds. And when I lost that, I was angry. I had nothing to calm that down. So when a lot of us sit there and we need something to calm ourselves, pick up a craft, find something, but never give up hope. That's the one thing we can't do, you guys, is give up hope. Because I'm going to tell you right now that I was at that point in my life of giving up. I was being so self-destructive for myself, but also with my family. And the more I kept doing it, and that short-term release of, feeling good was getting shorter and shorter and shorter. And then I realized that when I picked up crafting, that same feeling I got when I was welding, I was getting when I was crocheting. I get it when I'm sculpting or when I'm spinning or even when I'm dyeing yarn. And I just want you guys to know that instead of taking those short, momentary releases, is it going to be hard at first? Everything in life is going to be hard. But you will realize that when you're on that journey, it gets easier. But remember, you need to protect yourself because there is toxins out there, whether it is alcohol. Some of us could have been an alcoholic, a drug addict, you name it. There's all kinds of addictions. I mean, then it could also be a toxic people in your life. That's where you need to learn to put those boundaries up. It could be people coming into your life making you think that they are who they say they are. They are this genuine person. They are that. It could be family doing it to you. But it's how you guys handle it. And it's the direction you want to go in. And that's where I want to talk to you guys about it and know your stories of how you handled it. Did crafting save you? Did crafting help you start a new journey and becoming the new person that you are today? So with that, Kendall, how about you, sweetheart?
Well, I had surgery when I was 40 and had complications from it. And after trying 3 or 4 times to go back to work, I couldn't work. and I went through a really hard time. I was extremely depressed because of my age, and at the time, fibromyalgia was not considered um, a debilitating illness. So it took like 5 years for me to get my disability, and so it was like overnight I could not help support my family or take care of my kids. The doctor at the time said I functioned like a 10-year old for a long time,
Yeah.
and so it was bad for a while, for several years. I just felt worthless, and so but gradually I realized I actually got the flu and went to the emergency room. And while I was laying there, I thought, I just can't do this anymore. Because for one thing also, they had me on so much pain medicine half the time I didn't know if I was coming or going. So but I remember laying there thinking, I just can't do this anymore. And I realized I had to change something, or I wasn't going to be around anymore. Um, so I went to the doctor. I got off all of the pain meds that I was on, and I slowly started. I grew up sewing and doing embroidery and crocheting with my grandmother, and so I slowly started doing I started cross stitching first, and then I started sewing, and then I got back into crocheting, and that's what really calms me down, because I do have a lot of anxiety, and I will if I can just sit and crochet and be quiet, it helps me so much. And obviously, I'm not a content provider or anything like that, but um I don't have to be. It helps me. I like to show people what I do. I don't sell anything that I make, but it makes me feel good I make it for my family or my friends, and give it to them. And so it took a while. And once I found Crystal, Bagaday first, and started watching her. And Juan, I have to give Juan credit, because he was the one that I had back surgery, and I found him one night in the middle of the night when I couldn't sleep. And he just for something, it was something about his voice was very soothing to me. So and then I found Jaxie and you, and I've made a lot of friends, and it's really helped. But I also know that on here, I mean, people don't see who you are. Until I got up here, nobody knew what I looked like or anything. So you don't it's hard to talk to people because you can't see their face, you can't gauge their reactions or judge how truthful they're being to you with you. So, and that's the only bad part about YouTube. It can be impersonal, but
Yeah, yeah,
like,
it can.
yeah. So, I can understand why you need to, to guard yourself a little bit. But I've met some wonderful people. I've made some great friends, and I'm grateful for that. So.
And I'm glad that we got to meet you. And I'm glad that I've been blessed to be able to, with the help of Sharon, get you up here and have people know you and see you. Because Jaxie, I love you, Jaxie. Happy birthday.
Oh,
Happy
I love you,
birthday.
Jaxie.
Happy birthday, beautiful lady. I love you. And you know what? And I've been fortunate to meet a lot of you, a lot of beautiful people who has been inspiring to me and helping me. Like I said, Jaxie, when I was ready to shut it down, she created this beanie and like for me. And that meant a lot because I didn't really think I had that much of an impact on Sharon, on anybody. I really thought that if I dropped off of here, nobody would even care, wouldn't even bother. It wouldn't bother them. And the reason that I was doing it is because I did have a lot of negative people around. And when I say that you need to protect your space, even as a content creator, Sunita! Sorry. Oops, sorry, you guys. There you go, Sunita. You guys, even being a content creator, we have to protect ourselves, protect our channel. Because a lot of us did start here because we were in a bad place. Not thinking we're even going to start a channel. Sharon not even thinking she'll ever be on camera. You thinking you'd never be on camera.
I definitely didn't think I'd be up here.
And you guys, it's one of those things that, the hardest thing is that you don't know, like you said, being on YouTube, you don't know the people. It's when you finally get to know them. But sometimes some of us had the wool pulled over our eyes. And people working their way of trying to get access to your channel. Like when you have moderators because they're the people you trust, that you want to protect you when your eyes are not always open. So I have people as moderators. I have people that are at the regular, I call it regular tier moderator, your basic moderator that can drop links, that can do that. But then I have the managing moderator that is able to do my subscribers mode, that's able to drop, put it up on the speed of my chat, all of that. Because the people I have is people that I trust. But then to go a step further, as a content creator, when it comes to your actual channel, I keep wanting to call it co-owner, and I'm trying to remember the name again. VJ, I love you. And I'm so glad to see you, my sweetheart. As that happens, you have then, I call it the co-ownership of your channel, but someone who has complete access to your channel. You've really got to trust that person to allow them to have all that access, because they have not just access to your channel, but that's your life's work. That is your platform of where you started from, being in a rough place in your life, and here you are, got this beautiful channel. You can't just let anybody step into your zone, into your safe space, having you believe that it's all right. I'm your friend. Hey, you can trust me. You can't even sometimes trust loved ones. And so when I say that we need to protect our space is our channels, our personal life, our mental state, our emotional. Trust is very important. And when people are getting to the point of feeling like they want that control in your channel, you are giving up every bit of information. Your channel, if they get that access, they can shut your channel and delete it. Please, people, we've all worked too hard to be where we're at. And like I said, we all started coming here to YouTube as being in a rough part in our life. I know for me, I got here because I was in that rough part. I was in that part of destruction of who I am. I was destroying everything around me. Pinch your cheek. Sharon, pinch your cheek. So we got to protect our safe zones. Protect the people who are in your inner group. Because the people that you have around you are the people who are going. Oh, that one. Oh, hold on. There you go. No, she meant this one. Can't get at mine. So you guys, I want you guys to know that when I tell you my zone is a safe zone, you're right, it is a safe zone. And when I start seeing that people are getting into those safe zones and doing things that I say, no, this is our safe zone for all of us. And if people understand mods are there to support, yes, they are. And you just got to be careful with that. Our mods are here to support us. That's our next part of our family. What is that delicious yarn next to your head. Are you talking about right behind, right there? This? If you're talking about that, I'll bring it down in a second. That's what I was talking about. I've been kind of in my own little head, and that's the stuff I was talking about that took me 2 days to spin up, 2.5 days, 4 18-ounce bobbins. So yeah, we'll talk about that after. Touching my ear.
The yarn touching. Oh, I don't know.
Girlfriend, you're killing me here trying to figure out. Weaponize your pain. Yes, and people can
Yeah,
weaponize your pain.
What color is it?
What?
Jaxie?
Oh,
but I started watching Jax for a long time, and then when I started trying to help, with her daughter's um, thing that she had to have done, um, that helped. And then I gradually got to know you and Sharon and Denise, and there's some other people, and I have been made to feel really comfortable. So there's some really wonderful. I mean, I can't name all of them, but there's been some really very kind people to me um, since I have been on here or been around. Guess I don't know.
And there goes the
no more
classroom.
touchy.
No. Black, yes. No, back, yes, that one.
No, back, yes, no, that one.
I think it's that one. The one she just dropped on the floor?
Okay, we're not touching no more because you know what? You know how long it takes me to try and get this stuff put up there to keep it there? But wow. Yeah. So you guys, protecting who we are, our safe space, and like Russ was saying, like even family can, oh, don't you go down. No. Stay. We don't need you. No, we got to go back over here. Right there. Okay. Oh, why do you seem like you want to fall on me? Stop. Covering. I'm trying to go back. Okay, like Russ is saying, a YouTube person who is making $35,000 a month for his gaming channel, his girlfriend, see, even relationships, family, it don't matter. Like there's no boundaries. When you feel a certain way, stuff like this can happen, and that's why we need to. That's why you keep pulling it down. See, Sharon is trying to abuse you guys by ripping you down slowly. Back.
Put her back in the cupboard.
She's going back.
Put her back in the cupboard.
Yup. And that's the thing, you guys. Protect yourself, protect your mind, protect your heart, protect your family. And that's what I want, you guys. I want to protect all of you guys that are in my little village. So when I was saying that I was going through a lot, I was trying to figure out, where in the world are we slipping down? Like I'm dropping to
We can't help it if we wrap it around my foot.
I did not. Okay. Sharon,
What do you need?
let me get up. Okay.
Want me to hold one? Then you can show one at a time.
This is so pretty.
So you guys, I spent when I say that when I get in my head, I get in my head. So what I try to do is create, roller coaster ride. Yeah, we don't want that, you guys, right? So when I say that, when I have these moments, I start feeling a certain way, or I'm thinking, and I'm doing.
No, Denise.
Huh?
I said no, Denise. It's not yours.
So I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to change my layout really, really, really quick. Okay. Oh, I almost hit end my life. Whew. My hat. So you guys, when I was, I had a lot going on, thinking of a lot of things, trying to do a lot, trying to figure out how I want to set things up, if I want to do more videos, if I want to do more lives with you guys. So I had a lot on my mind, a little frustrated because certain things weren't working. So I sat and I was spinning. So I showed you guys last week that one night, and then I stopped. Well, then I spent the last 2 days to finish off everything. So I'm going to show you guys. This is my hand-dyed fiber that Spring had did some plying for me. And I had some of my
No, she batted.
Batted. Thank
Yeah,
you.
did the
I
bat.
what did I say?
She made you the bats.
She made me the couple bats, and then I had some braids that I had already here that I did not have made. So I spun my own yarn. This is my own dyed fiber. And this is what I did. I filled two 16-ounce bobbins, which I'm going to fill up more. I've got one right there already starting to fill. So you guys, when I say that crafting can help you in so many different ways, of course it will. It does. It really does, you guys. And it helps so much. So this has a lot of bling bling too. You can't see it very well right now. Can you see the bling bling? No, you probably can't.
It's very blingy.
It actually is very blingy. But this is it, you guys. This is one hank that I had done. And you know, it's not perfect because it is hand spun. This is my first go around with my superwash merino wool. So it's kind of one of those that okay, I'll take that
I
one.
got them already open for you.
Oh, you do? Thank you. My hands are ice cold still, aren't they? Hold on. There. And here is the second one. Got it. Here's the second one. I'll show you guys that it's got like a nice blue in the starting out, and then it goes into the rest of the colors. So, and this one has got a lot of bling bling. But you can't see the bling, and I want you guys to see the sparkle.
It is very sparkly.
I don't know. But that's why I'm suggesting, like, if you guys start feeling a certain way and you're feeling down and you're feeling like, oh, life is just kicking me around, pick up that hook. Go onto YouTube, find a craft. Because I'm telling you, crafting, it just helps so much of just easing your mind. Look, we're not going to talk about that one color, okay? I had no choice. And spring ended up giving me back the majority of it, unfortunately. Ugh. Oh, it smells so yummy.
It does.
But you guys, a craft will help you. Punching a bag gives you short term. A short term feel good. It's not going to give you the
Are you going to be selling these?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I will be. This one is 13.6 ounces. This one is 9. Was it 9?
Yeah.
I think it's 9 or 8.7, something like that. I give it back. My hands are cold.
Ooh, mine?
Your hands are hot.
You want to hold hands?
You want to hold my hand. So you guys, I really would like it if, like, a lot of us just really step back and protect our space. Because sometimes when we don't do that, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, or just your space of a safe zone, a safe area, could be in a group setting of with friends you trust the most, then do that, because I know I would. Very Mardi Gras in colors. I guess so. I didn't even realize it actually now that you guys said it.
Yeah, it is.
She just went with what she had.
I took all of my hand-dyed fiber and spun it up. I grabbed everything. So my big bags that were sitting there are all gone. A lot of my braids, I'm actually working on more. It's going to be all gone. And then I've got more coming. Now I got to get more fiber. I can dye up my
It'll be
fiber.
there. It should be there Monday.
Aw, I owe you. Vivian,
You do not.
cooking and decorating, find something that gives you joy. Exactly, Vivian. We got to find joy. I know with life and with the way things are, it's not easy, but it's all about that balance. And when you don't have hope, then you got nothing to look forward to. When you start hoping, like, it's funny because my husband's like, wow, you got a lot of hope in things. I said, when you have hope, It gives you something to fight for, something to work towards. And my Chiefs are in NOLA for a big football game on. We're not going to talk about your Chiefs. Chiefs, I don't want to win this year. Sorry, Chiefs. I wish it was my Niners, but I'm sorry. Or my other Cali team. Either or, I'll be happy with. But you guys, focus on yourself. Focus on your identity and try to get back to who you used to be. It's never going to be easy, you guys. Oh, here we go. We got Chief fans.
Who's
in
the
the
other
house.
team? Anyone? Eagles.
There you go. Yeah.
Go
There you
Eagles.
go. There you go, Tracy. Yes, let's go Eagles. Yes, hope does give you drive, you guys. It does. It gives you so much drive. And when you start getting that drive back in your life, when you start creating, I'm telling you, creating gives you something to look forward to. When you start getting in your head and you're thinking about, oh man, I can do this.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, I'm thinking about that. You start saying, okay, what do I need to do? And then once that creativity starts coming through, then you realize like, wow, I really, really am looking forward to this. And it starts giving you more things to look forward to when you want to create. My pastor is from Philly and I'm a Kansas Mass. It's fun. Oh, that is awesome. So, I don't know how a lot of your guys' stories are, but one thing I do realize is that a lot of our stories, our journeys started the same way. And once we start realizing and protecting our safe zones and start balancing out everything, we're talking about balancing out friendships, balancing out relationships, whether it's with family or whether it's with newcome type of friends, whether it's work and family, you always need a balance in your life. And that's where a lot of us is lacking because we've always been taught work, 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 then family, work, 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 then family.
Mm-hmm.
And that isn't really being balanced. You work, family, and fun. You got to be together as one. I live 45 minutes north of Casey. Oh, wow. Hello, Gwen. How are you? Thank you for coming. And Chris, hello. So all of you that are just joining, we're just talking about protecting safe space and how crafting has really helped a lot of us get through some rough times in our life. And I was just showing the yarn that I had, my fiber that I've dyed, bats that Spring had made, bats that Spring had made with my fiber and some of the braids I had left that I had spun up. I was looking for a happy place. I didn't want to feel alone anymore. And that's the thing. Some of us are alone. Yes, physically we may not be alone, but it's that emotional and mental part of just communicating with people. You are alone. And when you don't have those certain types of interactions, it's hard. Crafting has helped you stay clean. See, and that's the other thing I was saying. Some people, it's a savior when it came for an addiction, any type of addiction. It's for loneliness, and not loneliness in the physical sense, but in the emotional, the connection mentally and emotionally. You can get lonely when you don't have that interaction. It's hard. It's helping me now. It's needed distraction. I can't punch anything or anyone. Yeah, I know. And a lot of times we like to say, oh, I wish I could
to show her pictures too.
I want to, punch someone. Oh, you want to unlock? So you guys, I'm going to show you these pictures really quick that Tracy, my sweetheart, has sent me. Mental health and physical trouble lead to addiction. Yes, it does. It truly does. And I've seen it happen, you guys. And I've seen people go clean. And I've seen people drop right back into it again because they didn't have that distraction.
Two pictures.
So here it is. This was what was made for Tracy by a friend of hers
in memory of her
dog. Her puppy that passed. So this has been helping her with her grieving. What a beautiful piece of
Oh,
work.
that's
Wow.
beautiful.
That is gorgeous. Thank you for sharing, Tracy. Oh, hold on. I was surrounded by people, yet I was alone until Tammy found me, and then told me about me and gave me the blessing of her friendship. My life has improved drastically since finding friends. And hi, Kimberly. Thank you for being here. And that's the thing, you guys, is when you do find a yarn hooker. You guys, when you do start finding that connection with people, it is a lot. Like, I know when COVID hit, I don't know if I'm supposed to say, but whatever, the big C had hit, it was hard for people. People are no longer working. People are no longer able to do that interaction. And having that interaction is hard. It is really hard because we are very social creatures. If you look at all the animals in the world, like wolves, they're a pack. They're stronger together as a pack. And that's what makes their family. Look at us as that, or as any other, like doves. When you get two doves and they're together for life. That is the thing. We are very sociable creatures. Like Tracy here, she says she has depression and bipolar. I'm medicated and I've been sober 16 years. Crochet has helped a lot. That's awesome. Thank you, Trevor. I lost my husband 10 months ago. And my job shortly after. I am all alone except for my dogs. I started crocheting again at Christmas. CC Angel. Oh, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. My oldest daughter is bipolar and is on meds for depressed, and totally understand. It's hard. And it is, you guys. Bipolar is, a lot of people look at bipolar as people being out of sort. From experience, bipolar, yes, to talk about it is very difficult because people already mentally have this impression of who you are before even knowing. Bipolar, and right, Sharon, William, Buster Walling, sharing Black Roger, what? And which one? I'll live in help, please.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so you guys, what I was saying is that take that out.
I can't find it. I'm on top chat.
Yeah, you're on top chat. So you guys, with that being said, bipolar does not mean you are a bad person. It's just your chemical makeup of your brain. With bipolar, a lot of people don't understand is sometimes it's misdiagnosed.
Phoebe got it.
Okay, thank you. And when you are bipolar 1 or bipolar 2, with these episodes, we also have extreme depression. When you have manic episodes of being part of your bipolar disorder, people don't understand that when we have our manic episodes, whether it's high to the low, it hits hard. And with those manic episodes comes extreme depression. And if it's not treated, it really can affect your life and everything around you. And you become very destructive to the point where you do hurt yourself and hurt the people around you. But don't think that people who are bipolar, there's something wrong with you, because there isn't. And that's the thing that people don't understand. Being bipolar doesn't mean we're crazy. Doesn't mean that when someone has a lash out, oh, they're bipolar. No. Sometimes people being bipolar who lash out let me rephrase that. People who lash out don't think they're bipolar, because then you're misdirecting the pre-thought of person who is bipolar, and giving people the impression that if someone who lashes out, all of a sudden they're bipolar. But then you meet someone who has bipolar and you don't even know it, and then when you find out, your whole misconception is just, whoa, you get a rude awakening. Being bipolar and being misdiagnosed is something that people don't understand. It's hard to be bipolar. It's hard because when you have manic episodes, from the positive that you want an extreme energy rush and release everything out, to the extreme anger, you can't control it. And people don't understand that. And even being medicated, we have to do constant therapy and constant evaluation. And we question ourselves more than anybody out there. And dealing with the depression, when we have depression, that depression hits so hard that each time you're trying to get out of it, it's like you can't get out of it. Your constant battle within yourself. Nobody understands it. All right, sweetie. Nobody understands how hard it is. Bipolar doesn't mean we're crazy. We just
Mental
have
illness does not mean you're crazy.
Exactly.
Sadly, people like to mark it
as being crazy. Exactly. Definitely, Sharon. So that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. Mental health is a serious condition, and it's serious in all aspects. And sometimes being bipolar and not being properly diagnosed and being put on the wrong medications. And I know this from experience, being put on the wrong medications really messes more with the chemicals in your brain. And a lot of people don't realize that. And sometimes when you are not diagnosed with it, when you are having these extreme episodes, these manic, they're called manic episodes. I know that's the thing that a lot of people, we need to educate all of us on the correct information about this. Whether it's being bipolar, whether it's schizophrenia, whether, it's any other type of illness, depression, whatever. But when you get hit with bipolar 1, bipolar 2, with manic episodes and extreme depression, you guys don't know how hard that struggle is. To be trying to pull yourself out of it every single day is not easy, you guys. And that's why I strongly advocate when it comes to protecting your space, protecting everything you fought for to be where you're at, of trusting, because trust is something that needs to be earned. It is something that cannot be just tossed out there lightly. My brother is bipolar and had suicidal attempt. Yes, I wrestled him to stop and he hurt me. He got so scared and admitted he's self-caused. Yeah, mother wants to hear that. It's scary. And it is scary, you guys, because when you're in these episodes, self-harming is a big problem, because you're trying to find a way to release that internal that you feel. And that's something that people don't understand. And for me, it's frustrating hearing see someone act a certain way when they flip a switch from one to another. They start saying, oh, they're bipolar. No, they're just an ass. And they're not getting their own way, and they're being that way. So when people are trying to say with someone's behavior and how they're acting, when you start saying that they're bipolar, you're giving the impression that people who are bipolar are that way. We're not that way. And I just want you guys to know, like, you got to understand it. Mental illness equals diabetes. It's another illness to treat. Yes, that is very true. Katrina, you gave your daughter that special link in life to talk and feel blessed. Yes, many mental health conditions overlap with, go along with others. And I have a child who has several challenges, including bipolar. So I totally understand. Yes, thank you. So, don't be ashamed to talk about it, you guys. Don't be ashamed to even say, I am bipolar. I'm bipolar 1, bipolar 2 with manic episodes and extreme depression. Don't be ashamed of it. A lot of us are afraid to talk about it. But why? Why be ashamed of it? It doesn't dictate who you are as a person, a genuine person. What's in here? It does not dictate that. It's just the fact that the chemical balance in your brain and finding the right treatment. And now they've got lots of treatments out there. So far a majority of them has been pretty good. But the problem is staying up on that treatment, staying up in a positive zone all the time, staying in things that protect you and help you. This day, back when we were growing up, boys were told, hey, you're a man, suck it up. Don't talk about your feelings. I've raised my boys to say, hey, there ain't nothing wrong with coming to your mom, talking to your significant other, and talking about how you feel. If you gotta cry, you're human. Cry. It doesn't make you weak. And I've always raised my boys that way. That is something I struggle with. And you know what, Zach? You shouldn't have to. You should talk to somebody, because talking with somebody will help you. But it's you following up with that communication with you and the other person. Don't talk and then go for months on end and not talking, because you're building up what is going on with you. And if you don't understand how to handle it and have positive reinforcement of handling how you're doing, you're going to self-destruct again. And that's the one thing that we don't want. We want to be able to talk. We want to be able to find positive outlets, positive reinforcement. That's why I tell you guys, say something positive about yourself. Tell yourself, look at yourself, put up Post-its. I deserve to have an awesome husband. I deserve to have an awesome best friend. I am blessed, and I'm deserving of being blessed with all these beautiful people in my life. There's nothing wrong with saying that. But you've got to believe in what you're telling yourself. But not long ago with others, yes, she is on meds for mental illness, bipolar depression. I wish she would come to me and talk. I had told her I'm here no matter what. And Katrina, that's the one thing you've got to understand, that it's going to take a lot for her to want to come. You've just got to be ready for when she's ready to come and talk to you, sweetheart. And it's going to take a lot. Look, when I had to tell my family about my conditions, they didn't want to hear it. They thought, no, there's nothing wrong with you. Go get rechecked. Go this, go do that.
Yeah, sadly, and it's not as bad as it used to be, but sadly nowadays, when you talk about depression and mental illness, people's attitude were, and still is, oh, why don't you just go outside for a walk? It's nothing. You just feel bad. You're just feeling sorry for yourself. Get over it.
Exactly.
What's wrong? You got a good life. What's wrong? And it doesn't matter how wonderful your life is. Depression doesn't care.
Exactly.
And people say, how can you be depressed? Look at all the good things you have in your life. Oh, you're just looking for attention. And all that plays against you as well, because then you don't want to talk about it.
Oh, Tracy, I'm glad. And when I tell you guys that I truly do care for the people around me, I do. Do I become spicy, feisty, and ready to take the world on? I do, and that's because I care so much. That's just me. And I'm an emotional type of person that express and show how I feel, and I'm trying to tone it down. But look, you guys, I'm human, I'm real, this is me, and I'm trying to do it in better ways. I'm not saying
Exactly,
it's
Kendall.
yes, yes.
Mhm.
We are only put on this earth once, and exactly, and let's just love one another forever. Why cause you never know when our last day is? I hurt inside from a lot of things from my past. A lot don't know I have. Exactly, Katrina. And you know what? All those from the depression, see? And that's where we shouldn't, you guys. If you got the people around you that you trust the most, that's why I told all of you guys that link that I sent is supposed to be a safe space. It's supposed to be where we can all come together and talk, not it to be weaponized against us. Not take the information that we share or we vent about or we say and then leaked out everywhere. When I created the group behind the scenes, I created it to go ahead and help others, to feel safe, to be able to talk, to be able to express how they feel without any repercussions. And that's why I try to tell everybody that this is a safe space. I am not going to allow, and I will put the rules in place again, that when you come and join the Google Meet, we're there to craft together. We're there to enjoy and get to know one another, but we're also there to be a safe space, not for what is being said here to be out released to everyone out there. Okay, Kendall, I thought that I was bottle of Jack of a second. Hello, Amber. Thank you for coming. When I'm depressed, I just isolate, and I don't allow you to isolate, do I, Kendall?
No.
No.
I try sometimes.
And it doesn't work because I'd be calling. I'll be messaging. Shuffle with these days. Exactly, Chris. Learned a long time ago to say I have bipolar. I am not bipolar. By saying that you are bipolar, then you are identifying yourself by that. So I treat it like diabetes or high blood pressure. Exactly. So being bipolar is not who you are or a reflection of who you are. It's just a condition. It's an illness. It's not who your person as you are as a person. Yes, and always please call for help and never ever give up, you guys. We can't. And when you have the people around you that love you, yes, another disease, another disorder. Would you behave, phone? Sorry. That is so true. Sometimes letting it out really helps. And it does. Exactly, Zoila. I think my 15-year-old son may be bipolar. He has outbursts. Then he feels bad about it later. And the healthcare system here, oh my gosh, are you serious, Tracy? I am so sorry. Oh, I know what I got to send off to somebody too. I got to hurry up and send off that hot sauce. I got it in the thing ready to go. Sometimes it's very hard to find those positive about, and it is, Veronica. You know, it, like I said, it took me a long time doing my therapy to want to even, I'll be honest with you, having to say a positive thing about myself, I did not feel right about it. I did not like it. I did not want to say it. I fought it with my therapist for a long time. And finally, I have to sit there and say, I have to do a lot of affirmations with her. And I tell you, when you're doing it, at the time, you're not realizing how it's actually helping. Because Sharon can tell, I get out of my sessions and how am I?
You're pretty good.
See?
Yeah.
It helps. Oh,
She actually lets me out of the closet for extra time.
Shut up. I had never filtered till I went through my divorce. I feel like a failure at times. As a mother of 5, why isn't she coming to me? I feel I did something, but You know, and that's the thing, Katrina, being a mother of five, it's not easy being a parent. There is no written way. And sometimes it's already a chapter that was written for you, but now it's a chapter that you can change and rewrite for yourself. But it's never, never hold yourself back by feeling ashamed. Things happen in life, and like I said, not everybody knows my story, and I feel that I'm not going to share it with all of you because it's a part of my life that holds very heavy on my heart. But it's molded me in certain ways, but it's how you handle it. And that's why I'm telling you, Katrina, feeling ashamed and feeling disappointed in yourself, but now you know what had happened and you know why it's happened. Now it's just building yourself back up to take the necessary steps to get back where you need to be. Those questions, trust me, will always be asked, but it's how you handle it and how you answer those questions and the changes that you make after taking the necessary steps that you need to take. It's not easy, but you can do it. I've done it, trust me. My mother was so busy trying to keep my sister from hurting herself that my emotions never got counted. See, and that's so hard, you guys. Hope you can get him. Yes, definitely get him. No wonder we all love each other. We are all mentally. Exactly. That's what I say too. Crazy for the crazy. But you definitely, Katrina, for you can love others, but, and that's what I've been telling you guys. Before you can love anybody the way you need to love them, you've got to love yourself the same way in order to give back that type of love. If you can't love yourself, you can't love the people around you the way they need to be loved. So until you work on who you are and love yourself, you're not going to be able to pass that same kind of love on. You can love, but you can never love the way people around you need that kind of love. So once you start working on yourself, Katrina, and start loving yourself and accepting the mistakes you've made in your past, but change your future steps, you are eventually going to get there and get to that place. But it's not until you start believing in yourself and accepting your mistakes and loving who you are. And it's not going to be an easy journey. It's going to be the worst time of your life because a one negative thing is going to set you back 10 steps. But that's where you got to fight strong and not allow that one negative thing being said to you or done to you to take away all that progress that you have done to get to where you're at, just to start feeling like you can love yourself, accept yourself, and realize that I can take this journey, take this path, but I have to make it my own path. And when you start making it your own path and putting in the positive and releasing and letting go of your past mistakes, it's accepting the past mistakes, but also fixing what you've done in the past to make today a better day. So once you start doing that, things are going to work. I know that because I had to do it. Thank you so much. I need to hear this. You're welcome. Me to Chris, I may have to move back to Missouri, but I will for him. And that's the thing. Tracy, you got this, girlfriend. You do. You can do it. My sister was always trouble, so she got all the attention. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Kendall. Back trying not to cause trouble. And you're not. And never think that you're causing trouble. I know my sense of humor is, girl, I love your sense of humor, Tracy, because it's the way I would go. Actually, it's the way a lot of us would go. I'm so glad I stumbled in here. Oh, I'm glad you did, April. Thank you for being here. I was blessed to have had a dad who was a therapist. We talked about emotions every day. I realized as I got older, my families are not the same. Yeah, as you go, most families are not the same. And it's true. It is so true. My bipolar is very rapid, like changing every hour. So I even got others experience much longer transit. Chris, I'm going to tell you, sweetheart, with bipolar, those episodes, it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot of willpower. It's going to take a lot of therapy. It's going to take a lot of positive reinforcement within yourself. But you can do it. And if you need to talk to me, I'm here. I understand it. I know all too well. I am all too familiar with it. And I will always be here if you just need to pick up the phone and call. VJ, the support of my peeps and my community here has given me the courage and bravery to face some of my biggest challenges, knowing you guys are the help. It helps a lot. Oh, VJ. And like I told you, VJ, what you were going through, I may not understand everything, but I do understand to a point. And you know what? You are a beautiful light, a beautiful inspiration. And what you've gone through and people have put you through, you don't deserve it. And you've got so much to give to so many of us. And I just hope one day you take me up on that offer to come up and introduce yourself like Kendall to the world and let people see what we see, what we got to experience with you. True sis, loving, I will get there. You will, and I'm here if you need to pick up the phone, sweetheart. My mother was manic depressed, and I see how it affected me. I know she loved me, but was never affectionate. Can't remember being hugged as a child. Oh, I am so sorry. Yeah, see, Kendall, we're all happy you are. Kendall, yes. I'm trying to say yes, Kendall. We are happy that you are here, BJ. I'm a word first. Don't twist it. Ugh. Sharon, my mother never hugged me either. Oh. And you are awesome, VJ. So you need to get into the chat with us again. Let me know. I'll email tell you and let you know all about I will email you. I'm gonna say, because of my husband, I am more halfway there. He has helped me so much and has convinced confidence in myself and on love for me. Who I am doesn't matter what others think of me. It's me. I have to. Exactly. It's what you think of yourself that matters. I fight very hard to teach my kids that. Love yourself. Don't let others bring you down. There are strong and confident adults now. That is awesome. It sounds like we had similar siblings. Wow. And that's the thing. Hello, Nisi, my beautiful Montana sunflower in the house. I'm listening to the last bit of your love. Oh, thank you for being here, my beautiful Montana sunflower Nisi. You tell us about yourself, Kendall. LOL. See? And you guys, there is nothing wrong with asking for help. There is nothing wrong with talking and communicating, and we just got to believe in who we are to continue down the journey that we need to. To everyone, I understand, Sharon, my mom and dad never hugged us either, but I hugged my kids. And that's the thing, you guys. Whatever happened to us as a child, if it's a bad part, make that change with yourself to bring something different to the ones that you love around you, your children now. You don't have to be the reflection of your past, of when you were a child, of your childhood. You don't have to be your childhood and raise your children in the same environment. You be the break in that chain. Being that break in the chain, trust me, it's going to mean so much. And you will see that just because of what happened to you as you were younger or as a child or your upbringing, don't allow it to continue that chain into your own family. Be that break, be that change, and show that that change can happen. Let me see quickly. I have been at this bipolar shuffle for 25 years now. Thank you for everything, you guys. You are welcome, Chris. You are welcome, sweetheart. I am going on to be 45, and still to this day when I leave or after talking to my parents, I still tell them I love you. And that's the thing. I love you. Have a good night or day. Tell you always loved ones that you love them. Exactly. And that's what we need to do regardless. When you haven't been hugged, when you haven't been told I love you, be that break and do it to your children. Hug them. Tell them every day you love them. Tell your significant other every day that you love them. Tell the people that mean so much in your life how much you love them. Because you just don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. You don't even know what the end of your day is going to bring. Because all of our stories are written. So it's what we do in this life now is what's going to matter. It's not what's going to be in the afterlife. So you guys, if you have that chance and you may be angry at whoever it is in your life, take that anger away. Step out of the situation. Look at it and look at your part of that situation and look at how you reacted or how you handle it and see, okay, maybe I should have handled it this way. Because if I did handle it this way, maybe this could have been the outcome and maybe we wouldn't be where we're at today. So maybe you guys step back. If you are not in connection with someone because of a fight, a disagreement, think about your part in that situation. And reach out to those that you do love and tell them how much you love them. And maybe try and talk about what had happened. But if it starts to escalate, that's where you can't allow your emotions to take control. Step out of it. Say, hey, I just wanted to reach out. I wanted to tell you. I looked at it all. And I looked at what part I could have handled it. And maybe we wouldn't be where we are. And maybe we still might be where we are, but I just want to tell you I'm sorry for my part. And maybe if I had handled it this way, but I just want to tell you that I love you regardless of what is going on. Maybe sometimes I should take my own advice because I'm reflecting. And I'm trying not to, but I am reflecting from experience, you guys, from what I've gone through. She won't get help, doesn't want to know, and won't stop drinking. And she doesn't eat, makes me angry and upset. But I am here every day. Keep telling her how much you love her, Katrina. Every day, keep letting her know that regardless when she's ready, you're always going to be there ready for her. Unlike Sandra, my sassy lady Sandra said that, let me get to you. Yes, we are not promised tomorrow. Say what we want to say. Exactly. Oh, you're welcome, Amber. Thank you for having these deep and important conversations. And I have these because I want to have them. I don't need therapy after this, Tracy. My daughter calls me almost every morning on her way to work and say, I love you, Mom. And of course, I tell her I love her back. It's a great relationship now, and that is fantastic, Tracy. I am glad to hear this, Dawn. I sincerely appreciate hearing this. Thank you, everyone, for sharing. And I do want to say thank you, everybody, for sharing. I really, really do. And you guys, look, I want to try and have more of these conversations. I don't know how everybody feels about it, but I mean, it's real life. And knowing that how all of us found each other and how we found each other I think it's something great to do. And you guys know that when I do these Thursday lives, that in my chat, I want you all to say something positive and not repeat the same things you're saying. Because you guys know me, I have a mouth and I have a tendency to go ahead and I would call you out on it.
Yep. So we
Not
want
you. Seriously.
Yes. So you guys, I would like to know a new positive thing about yourself that you've reflected on today's chat. What you see about yourself. Put something positive. But I also want to challenge you guys to start putting post-it notes up wherever that you would forget about and then happen to stumble upon as you're walking out the front door, of reminding you who you are and how beautiful of a person you are. So if you guys got something, I want to see one positive thing about yourselves in the chat before we go. Sharon, what is a positive thing about yourself that
I'm trying to change things about me.
No,
because I'm reflecting on things.
Okay, I'll
And
take
trying
that.
to change things. Because I know I have, how I am with my feelings. And
Mhm.
a lot of them is things I bring on myself. And that's what I'm trying to change how I look at what I see.
Oh, look. And then Kendall, I'm optimistic. Kendall, I want to hear it verbally, girlfriend.
I'm
Hi, my name is
optimistic.
Tracy and I'm a yarn addict. Tracy, no. I'm trying to reach out to lost family members. That's awesome. See, you guys, for me, I'm trying to stay positive every day and try to, well, I have my moments of being salty and I admit it to all of you.
Who you?
Spring,
Not
I
you.
love hard. I am more caring person than I am started with this bipolar when I was started. Exactly. And that's the thing, you guys. I'm controlling myself for Mr. Hot Counseling. Oh, no. Oh, you know what? We're going to have to talk about that one. I'm never letting go of it. Good, Vivian. And that's the thing, you guys. Having hope, being positive, and accepting your mistakes, but learning from the mistakes. And it's the journey and how you take that journey in the end. So always remember that. Have faith. Believe in yourself. Have positive people around you, but protect your safe space. And, never give up. That's the one thing. Never give up, you guys. Because there is people out there that do love you and that does want to be around you and that see what you don't see within yourself. So keep that in mind, everybody. You're a damn darn good crocheter. Oh my gosh, here we are. So any last words, Sharon, that you want to say before we hang it up?
Okay, and we can ask the people in the chat too to put in a positive thing, like we say. Mine is be the rainbow in somebody else's cloud.
What's yours, Kendall?
If you can do one thing a day, please be kind.
Amen to that. And you're a good listener. And like I always tell you guys, like I tell my kids, and I try to practice what I preach. Do not be that track home, be that custom home, be your own unique individual self. Because you know what? We all want that custom home. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with it. So be unique, be different, be that custom home. And you guys, I hope you all have a beautiful night. And don't forget, you're going to see us over at Springs here in an hour. So be ready for Spring the Fiber Enthusiast and show some love over there to her. Please show lots and lots and lots of love to Spring. Because I tell you what, she's the one who's inspired me. And wrap your arms around yourself, squeeze it. That's me. You got that right. I've been doing that a lot. Well, I've got something that's yours, so I'm going to show that later. But anyways, you guys, have a beautiful, blessed night, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Yes, we are going to dye some yarn up. I do have some blanks done. I'm gonna do some more tonight, but we're gonna be ready and have fun tomorrow on my live yarn dye tomorrow. So I will see you guys tomorrow, but I'll also see you guys in an hour. So I love you all. I'll see you all soon and have a beautiful night.
Yeah. Meet you at Springs.
See
Good
you.
night.
Good night. Thank you,
Bye.
Kendall, for being here.
Love you. Love you, Sharon.
Love
Love
Bye.
you.
Stay there, Kendall.